In the vast golden plains of Africa, shadows move under the rising sun. These are no ordinary shadows. These are giants, the guardians of memory. Elephants. With ears like sails and eyes full of ancient wisdom, they walk paths older than human maps. Their memories span decades, remembering droughts, rivers, dangers, and friends. For centuries, we've admired them for their size. But it is their minds, not their bodies, that make them extraordinary. Today, we journey into the mind of the elephant, and what we find may change how we see intelligence forever. In the world of elephants, no one is ever truly alone. Each herd is led by a matriarch, the oldest and wisest female. She is the memory keeper, the decision maker, the protector. Mothers care for their young not just with instinct, but with love. They caress them with their trunks, guide them gently, and mourn them deeply if they are lost. When a calf is born, the whole herd celebrates. Females gather around in a protective circle. They trumpet with joy. Even the young ones play nurse. These are not just animals. These are societies. Scientists have discovered that elephants recognize each other's voices, respond to distress calls, and remember friendships that span decades. The elephant's brain, 4 times heavier than a human's, has a region specifically dedicated to social behavior, empathy, cooperation, grief. These are not just human traits. In the heart of the herd, they thrive. In the wild, memory is more than a gift. It's a tool for survival. The matriarch remembers where water was found during past droughts. Even after 10 years, she may lead her herd to the same dry riverbed where once a hidden spring saved them. When migration begins, it is not random. It follows an invisible map, drawn in the mind of the matriarch. Along the way, she recalls the location of salt licks, predators, and past dangers. Calves, born into this wisdom, follow her steps, absorbing knowledge with every mile. In a changing climate, such memory is not just important, it is essential. And when danger comes, whether from lions, humans, or storms, the herd moves as one, responding to silent signals, trusting their leader's mind. In the elephant's world, memory means survival. When an elephant dies, something remarkable happens. Herd members gather silently around the body. They reach out with their trunks, touching the bones. They stand still. Some sway gently. Others press their heads into the earth. They remember. Days later, some return to the same place, as if paying respects. Elephants mourn. They grieve not only for family but even for strangers. Skeletons of long-dead elephants are sometimes revisited. Scientists call this mortality awareness, a rare trait in the animal kingdom. But to those who witness it, it feels like something deeply human. This emotional depth goes beyond grief. Elephants show joy, jealousy, compassion, and even playfulness. Their hearts are as vast as their bodies. For thousands of years, humans have shared their lands and their stories with elephants. In ancient temples of India, they were worshipped as sacred. In African traditions, they symbolized wisdom and leadership. But history also holds shadows. Elephants were hunted for their tusks, captured for labor, and forced into entertainment. Entire herds vanished. Generations were broken. And yet, in spite of all this, some elephants still choose to trust. In sanctuaries, rescued elephants greet their caretakers with affection. They recognize faces, voices, and gestures. They remember kindness. This bond between human and elephant, delicate yet powerful, teaches us a deeper truth. Intelligence is not measured only by language or tools. It's found in empathy, memory, and the ability to forgive. We've long known elephants are intelligent, but what makes their minds so unique? The elephant brain weighs over 5 kilograms, the largest of any land mammal. But it's not just size that matters. The cerebral cortex, the center for thinking and memory, is highly developed. Their neurons are densely packed, allowing rapid processing and long-term storage. And then there's the hippocampus, the part responsible for emotion and spatial memory. In elephants, it's remarkably large, even compared to humans. Brain scans show activity when elephants recognize faces, recall locations, or hear a familiar voice. In some tests, they use mirrors to inspect themselves, a sign of self-awareness. These are not reflexive creatures. They reflect. And perhaps that is what makes them closest to us. Not just intelligence, but consciousness.